Welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright with Vegeta. Sorry I didn't put it up yesterday. We had some problems yesterday, unfortunately, so let's get it going. Rise from the Ashes, Day 3, Ladder. District Court, number 9. Holy crap, that's loud. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Emma didn't come back. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room of the day of the crime. Hello. Oh, right, Jake Marshall. Witness, please state your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same as you, wandering the trails of civilization. Occasionally helping the elderly across the intersections when needed. Oh, I know, you're a patrolman! As for my name, if you listen hard enough, you can hear the howling winds calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind? I've never heard Edward described that way before. Nice! Now, Mr. Marshall, let me ask you something. You were in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime took place. Is this correct? According to the papers, partner. What do you mean? A desperado's soul is as boundless as the desert sands. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we could get on with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. In English. Day of the crime. My job was to keep a wary eye on the bone orchards. They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room's protected by 2 security systems anyway. If I remember right, I was at the street side saloon at the day the time it went down. I'm just as innocent traveling man. So if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. Interesting. I can't say I particularly care for your attitude. I can't say that I care for your beard. But you don't see me complaining. Wait a minute. What do you mean by 2 security systems? I mean the security cameras and the ID card reader. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Yes, well, what about the fingerprint-activated locks inside the evidence room? Fingerprint-activated locks? What kind of newfangled doohickey are those? He's not being very helpful. He's not very good with machines, or with following orders. Everyone's got their weaknesses now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This seems like trouble! Okay, Mr. Wright, he's all yours! How exactly did you keep an eye on the evidence room? I just made sure nothing's moving in the security cameras. The room's so still. Even Tom dies in there. I'm just the caretaker who interned the recording. You interred the room? Videos of nothing aren't that useful. When the time will come, I'll erase the tape. If nothing unusual is recorded, tapes are to be erased every 6 hours. Each time I'd erase a tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. This guy has a flair for dramatic, but it isn't going to do him any good. So in actuality, you don't physically enter the evidence room? Huh. But you made your rounds on the day of the crime, right? Ain't you heard a word I said, partner? I told you that ain't my style. I'm afraid I don't understand. No desperado I know lets rules get in his way. No desperado I know joins the police force. So, Officer Marshall, on the day of the crime, just between you and me, I didn't set a foot in the evidence room that day. There was a rubber glove stuck in the victim's locker. Do you know anything about that? Sorry, partner, can't say I do. I haven't been in the crypt in weeks. How does this guy avoid being fired? Hold it! What were you doing in a place like that? I was eating spaghetti. Not even Angel's steak lunches can beat that parlor's Vongela pasta. Do you mean to tell us you abandoned your police duties to eat some noodles? Not at all, desperados eat tacos, partner. That was a butchered sentence. Ow. That's not what I meant! I hope this has at least taught you a lesson! That's strange. This is usually where Edgeworth says. Did you not want to raise this year? Huh. I got it! Objection! Officer Marshall, doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime, and yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. I'll do better than that. It's quite simple. You left a very large trail behind at the scene, or to be exact, a handprint. Listen real good, partner. Like I said, I'm the caretaker of that crypt. I pay my respects, that is, make my rounds about once a month. It's only natural my fingerprints would be in there. I only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Witness! What is the meaning of this? Your blood-stained fingerprints were at the crime scene? The blood was wiped away. However, illuminal tests clearly revealed this. Well, Officer Marshall? It seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulders. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall, about the blood-stained fingerprints? Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints found at the scene of the crime. Blood-stained fingerprints. Like I said, it's only natural my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. One of them just happened to be in the same place as the blood-stained handprint. The murderer touched the locker where my fingerprints was by chance. Bloodstain and the fingerprints are completely unrelated. Or didn't you know that the murderer was wearing gloves? See? I had nothing to do with it. Huh. The witness' explanation appears valid, although there's room for doubt. Life wouldn't be fun without any doubt, partner. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. This guy's hiding something, I can feel it. Now's my chance to prove it. Okay. Hold it! That's because you, how did you put it, pay your respects once a month? Yeah, that's right. That and one more thing. That locker happens to be mine. What? What do you mean? I mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective, the locker I still use. All that's in there now is a heap of broken dreams. I see. It'd be strange if my prints weren't all over that locker. Apparently his fingerprint data was never changed. He must have been using the fingerprint lock without even knowing it. Okay. Hold it! How do you know that? I may be a loner, but I still do my job. I keep up on the reports. There was a bloodstain at the scene, thought to be left by the murderer. That's right. It was on Detective Gumshoe's locker. However, no fingerprints were detected on that handprint. Oh yeah, I think we tried that too. So that would mean the murderer wearing gloves happened to place his hand on the top of Officer Marshall's fingerprint. That's only a logical conclusion. Are you starting to get the picture, partner? The picture? This seal of blood in the desert is just like food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. The security tape. So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with this cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Now continue with your testimony, Officer Marshall. Okay.